Hey YouTube, I've actually filmed this video over a period of several weeks, months, years. I started working on a new bumper for this car last summer and wasn't happy with the results, so I went a different route. Uh, I'm not a professional welder. I can tack things and bubble gum things, and that's about it, and I do no service to anyone who is a professional welder. But with this virus stuff going on, I hope everyone's well, and I needed a new project, and I had some extra steel plate. So I thought I'd try it. It seemed like it'd be a fun thing to do. I hope you enjoy it. YouTube, I am tired of this bumper dragging on everything.
Ooh.
Kicked up a little bit, I think.
Oh, yeah, you did.
So I'm going to fix it today. Actually, I have a better idea. Since this is the factory bumper, matches the factory paint, these are JDM flares, I don't want to cut any of these. These flares were too much when I bought them, and I think they've gone up in price since then. So, I'm going to go hunt down a new bumper. This is what I found. What do you think? It's the wrong color. It's the wrong model. This is a Legacy. It doesn't have a grill. It's off a different year. It doesn't have fog lights. It's used and scratched up. But you're not going to believe me when I say what I paid for this. I paid $5 for this. The worst part about this is I had to drive across town to get it. But they honestly sold it for $5. And I'm going to be chopping it up today, which makes it perfect for this. Now, I've already documented how to remove this bumper in other videos. I'll link it right there. But, real brief, 6 tabs on the top, 1 on each side of the fender, right here. 3 tabs on each fender liner on the bottom, and then 3 tabs on the bottom. Let's go ahead and remove it. If you have a winch like I do, you'll have to remove the pin to take the coupling off for the winch. Alright, I'm done. Doesn't it look good? No, I'm just kidding. So, you can see here, the winch is still the furthest point. However, let's move. Now there was a small piece that sat in front of this piece. There was a small plastic piece that stuck out a little bit. Oh, focus. Now there was a small plastic piece that came out to about here. It was just meant to redirect air into the lower grill. But this is what it looks like with the face off. Okay, it's on. And it's on in all of its unclean, how I bought it glory. As you can see, it does fit because they share parts. However, there are differences, and I'm noticing it now. This line does not exist on the Outback. Boo. So there are changes in the bumper, but the good news is I don't care about that. Now, I may be overthinking this. I'm going to use a gray Sharpie and kind of follow this line right here. Since it's already there, it'll be really easy to just cut it. And it's almost exactly where I want it to be over here. And then I'm going to follow this crease down the fender. Now to follow that line, I'm going to use this laser. Did I just blind you, YouTube? Yeah, I did. So to follow that line, I'm going to use this laser speed square. Laser speed square? Laser level square. And it's sort of like a chalk line. And let's see if it works. So for these purposes, I think it'll work. I don't think it's the straightest line I've ever made, but I was free holding the Sharpie and the laser. What's nice is if you notice, the Legacy actually has more ground clearance, it appears, than the Outback from the factory, which is funny to me. If we peer in the fog light hole, you can see that my washer bottle actually sits there. This guy. So since I don't plan on relocating it, I like the idea of having it covered. I can follow that line around and basically cut just this part off. I might do it on the car. I'll probably just take it back off. It seems like it'll be easier. So I've tried a couple different ways, and I actually think my little Dremel here, or rotary tool, whatever it is going to be the best way to do this. Make sure to wear eye protection. These little discs love to explode, and if one gets in your eye, that's probably the end of your sight. But let's go ahead and cut it. Okay, so I'm actually pretty happy with how this turned out. I need to clean up some of the burrs you can see here, and I actually like that this goes up a little bit because well, wait and see. And that's kind of what it's going to look like. Obviously, I'm going to work on the color some. Now, I don't like a couple things about this, and to fix that, I think I'm going to build a steel bumper down here. So let's do that. So to build this bottom half of the bumper, I'm going to be using plate steel. That stuff over there is 3/16 thick steel. I'm also going to be using CAD to design it. Now, for those of you that don't know, CAD stands for Cardboard Aided Design. So I'm going to cut out the shapes I like out of cardboard, do a mock-up, then I'm going to transfer them over to the steel. I think it's time for a montage.
Just about me killing somebody and enjoying myself. Sunshine in the morning is so pretty, makes me smile. So I push you down the hill, you start to roll, and then you...
Alright, YouTube, this is where I'm at right now. This is the basic shape. I haven't done this side's wings, but this is kind of what I was going for. Just something simple, strong, something I could do. Blanca approves. With the skin on, it won't look so weird because the grill and everything actually goes over it. But this is the part that I'm actually building right now. So down here, I think I'm going to put a plate that goes from there to the skid plate. All right, YouTube, I think this is going to be the final shape. This bit down here, this 45-degree bend, I want to attach to the skid plate, and I think I'm going to keep it on a separate plate so that I can take this off easily. Now that that's done, here's the fun part, another montage of me transferring these templates to steel.
Oh, what a world it would be without you and only me. Oh, what a world it would be if you were dead and you were dead. Oh, what a world it would be without you and only me. Oh, what a world it would be if you were dead and you were. Flowers, golden yellow, are so pretty, makes me smile. So I trip you in front of a car, it runs you over, and then you're dead. Oh, what a world it would be without you and only me. Oh, what a world it would be if you were dead and you were dead. Oh, what a world it would be without you and only me. Oh, what a world it would be if you were dead and you were. Rainbows, all the colors are so pretty, makes me smile. So we eat dinner, I had chicken, I fed you Drano,
let's do some welding.
Oh, what a world it would be without you and only me. Oh, what a world it would be if you were dead and you were dead. Oh, what a world it would be without you and only me. Oh, what a world it would be if you were dead and you were dead. And you were dead. And you were dead. And you were dead. And you were dead.
So, I think that's where I'm going to end this video. The bumper's coming along nicely, but I partially edited this video as the time of this recording, and it's already too long. Y'all like my haircut? There's no haircut places open. So, yeah, I'm actually pretty happy. Can you see it in the shot there? I think that is exactly what I'm going for. It's going to have the winch mount, of course. It's going to be finished and actually done, and it's going to have that plate. I don't know if I want the stinger, that pipe. I don't have the ability to make this anyway, but I'm doing it. But I don't have a tubing bender, so I'll have to think on that one. I like the idea of a little bit of a stinger there. Just that little bit of a pipe that goes up just to give it that little bit extra guard. I think it's a good look. I don't think it's too crazy, actually, for the old girl. I mean, yeah, maybe it is. But stay tuned for part 2. I'll go ahead and finish it. I'll put the cover back on, the grill back on, we'll paint it, and figure out those mud flaps and a couple other odds and ends, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.